Hello, and welcome to this Project Basics video on what is a project manager. Hopefully you've watched some of the other Project Basics, but no worries if you haven't. I'll link them somewhere up here for you. And here we're going to talk about what a project manager is. So a project manager is someone responsible for taking a project, helping getting it initiated, and then running it through completion. Projects are these temporary, unique things that bring something of value. And even the small ones need someone to sit down and organize them and make sure everything is working towards finishing the project successfully. They need someone to be on the lookout for things like risks or constraints or problems that pop up. They need someone to communicate with folks like stakeholders who have an interest in it, to make sure resources are properly used, and then to bring a team together and motivate them and inspire them to go do the thing. And that's what a project manager does. They don't just sit down and look at a spreadsheet and say, here are all the tasks that have to get done. That is part of it. There's a ton of planning that they will do to identify goals and overcome obstacles. But it's much more than just a list of tasks. Now, exactly what a project manager does can differ based on the project and the organization that is running the project. For example, at smaller companies or for smaller projects, there might not need to be as much rigor around an exact process. So a project manager could choose to add or remove steps that a larger project might need to have. The project manager would be responsible for knowing which tools or processes or ideas could be removed or added in order to see the project move to successful completion. Exactly what the project manager is called can also differ. They don't all have the title of project manager. You might have a software engineer who is managing a smaller project, and they have enough skills to do that successfully. Bigger projects, though, tend to have a project manager officially assigned to them because there is so much work that is needed to coordinate and plan and move the project forward. You need a dedicated individual or group to do that. So in those cases, you may have someone called a project manager. You may also see project coordinators or project analysts that help do the same thing. Project managers aren't just identified by the title, but the role they fill in bringing that project from an idea all the way to completion. Project managers can also come from different backgrounds. Sometimes someone steps up who has never done project management to help shepherd a project to completion. And other times, a project manager needs years of experience and advanced degrees to understand the intricacies of how a large project should go from idea to completion. So while project managers do all share one thing in common, they've identified a project, they can help find its goals and help drive it to success by planning, communicating, and overcoming challenges. What they look like in reality differs wildly based on the needs and the individual and their background. It's possible you've even played the role of a project manager and not even known it. So I'll encourage you to think back to your experience. Have you done anything at work or in your personal life or even at school where you had to coordinate a group of people to accomplish something? And that could be project management. So if you have, drop a comment. Let me know how that was. If you've got questions about what a project manager is or what they do, drop it down below and I'll be happy to explain more. Again, this basic series is to help us scratch the surface and understand these topics at a high level, but I'm more than happy to dig in even more. So thank you so much for learning about what a project manager is, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in another one of these again soon.